What is the difference between those two types of people? One who goes and creates financial freedom and the other who doesn't, where they both have the same starting point.
One of them makes a plan. And I think it's really that simple because the person who doesn't make a plan is going to one weekend be so motivated. They're going to try and like crash diet their financial life. And they are going to try and change 1,000 things at once. They're going to get confused. They're going to get overwhelmed. And then they're going to put it back on the shelf and they're not going to look at it for another 12 months. Then they're going to be 12 months further behind. The person who actually makes the plan realizes that the changes that are needed are so vast, they cannot be accomplished in one weekend.
Yeah.
So they're going to say, okay, I have all of these things that I need to fix about my life right now. I can only do 2 of them this weekend. So maybe they only do 1 of them, frankly, because they do the one and they get overwhelmed. But they say, all right, the second one is on my calendar for next Friday afternoon. After I'm wrapped with work, I'm going to just spend an extra 30 minutes at my desk. I'm going to figure this out. They're going to do that one little thing. They're going to have this plan. And this plan is actually going to change because we are not even comparing the person who doesn't make a plan and the plan that the other person makes today. We're comparing this person who's made a plan and in 3 months' time realizes their plan was off course and they're going to recalculating. And then 3 months later, it's going to be the GPS going recalculating. And then 3 months later, it's going to be recalculating. And all of a sudden, each of these little milestones of financial security and stability, maybe they get a really, really solid savings base. Maybe they picked up a side hustle and said, I'm only going to do this for 6 months, but I am just going to break my back for 6 months. I am going to get an emergency fund. Great. They get the emergency fund. 3 months from now, they're like, oh, well, now that I have the emergency fund, I don't need this job anymore.
Right.
I can go get the right job, not the right now job. And they level up their career. Okay. Now that they've leveled up their career, they're like, wait, my company is actually going to match my 401k? Because my last company didn't do that. Now suddenly they're getting free money coming in the door. Now they're going to, oh, well, now that I'm really starting to prepare for retirement, like I can actually be in a position to have a conversation about marrying this person that I'm so in love with. They're starting to look at rings. Now they're looking, okay, well, now that I have some retirement savings, I'm investing in those. I have a career I like. I've built this emergency fund. Let's start talking about a family. And it's each of these iterations. It is not the plan you make today that changes your life. It's the plan that you make every single time you change the plan. And that iteration, this person who didn't make a plan is going to look in 10 years and this trajectory is going to look unfathomable because it is.